wrestling at that time. Something fascinated me about it because I saw a couple of videos with Larry Wheels, and then I moved on to watching a bit of Devon Larratt, and that was the reason I actually watched that match. And it was the first time I got invested into arm wrestling as a viewer. Anyways, a few months pass and it's now October 2022. During summer I've become a bit stronger, gained some muscle, my self-confidence started rising. And around that time in school, we had that period when we would do arm wrestling in class, and we wanted to see who's the strongest. And specifically one good friend of mine, who I have already spoken about on this channel, he was really good at arm wrestling and he completely destroyed all of us. And I'm a very competitive person. So the afternoon of the day I got destroyed, I started looking up online on ways and techniques of actually beating someone. And then the next day I came with my newfound knowledge and I was convinced that now, since I know all the tricks and secrets, I would beat him. But then of course I got destroyed again. But I just kept coming to him because I knew that if I failed, there was always something new to learn. And I dug into this rabbit hole of arm wrestling techniques and ways of actually doing the sport correctly. Getting destroyed repeatedly of course didn't feel great, but it lit this fire in me where I just wanted to see what I could do to not get destroyed the next time. And eventually through this process we started practicing together. We would get a bench from the gym or find a table somewhere, put towels on the tables, use them as pads. And through this whole process I learned more about the techniques, about the elite side of the sport, and overall I just found it really cool and really fun because same as everyone else who heard of the sport for the first time, I just thought it was about pushing sideways. But learning that it's actually like a martial art where you utilize different techniques against your opponent's different techniques and you can switch up what you're doing to improve your chances of success. There is hand positioning, arm positioning. I found it fascinating. So I kept going. I started incorporating arm wrestling exercises into my then purely bodybuilding workout routine. And I also learned more about the elite side of the sport. Specifically, I was watching a lot of East vs West. I vividly remember watching East vs West 7. It was the first card I watched with another